Boom shakalaka, according to this chart and this chart, nobody knows what the F is going on in the markets. Today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the one hidden chart that could explain everything and the little hitch in its giddy up. Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, we are taking a look at a lot of very interesting charts for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, including why nobody seems to know what's going to happen and the one hidden chart that could just gosh darn explain it all. Before we get into it, guys, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell. Come join us on Twitter at @TheCryptoLove. Push that like button. Today, Fear 51, right around neutral, down from yesterday, 52. Pretty similar. The overall market a little bit up from yesterday, but not by much. Bitcoin at 23,223. Ethereum at 1602, BNB at 303, XRP 37 cents, Cardano 36 cents, Polygon $1.27, and Dogecoin 8 cents. And Bitcoin right now sitting between these two key levels, $25,000 resistance and $23,000 support. Which way will it break first? Nobody seems to know, but if you can see this yellow line right here, the 50-day moving average creeping up pretty quickly to be support at that $23,000 level. So we might actually be breaking above there, or if we don't, could head down to $20,000. Now, right now across the markets, nobody seems to have a clear indication of what's going on. We have indicators like this one showing extreme signs of greed. Only the sixth time it's happened in history, 5 out of 6 times, this indicated a market top, a significant market top. But then we have ones like this, recession fears have peaked. This shows that when the net percent saying recession is likely on the Bank of America Global Funds Manager survey peaks, well, that coincides with the worst of the markets. So we have one here saying that the worst is yet to come, and we have one here saying that the worst is over. And right now, looking at surveys, consensus believes this to be a bear market rally, meaning a short-term rally in a longer bear downtrend. So that being said, what do the professionals say? Well, it turns out professionals have no freaking idea. Surprised? I'm not. Well, the spread between the most bullish and bearish analysts' year-end S&P 500 targets, we can see it is the highest since 2009. 2009, if you remember, was pretty much the bottom of the housing crisis. Well, this could also be the bottom of the most anticipated recession in history, or maybe not. But basically, there is a spread of 40% between the top and the bottom targets. Other years, when we seemed to know what was going on, well, the spread wasn't so big. And this should come as no surprise if we had pretty much 2 record years right after another. Last year was one of the worst year-to-date performance for the 60/40 portfolio. This year so far has been one of the best years for the 60/40 portfolio. So, things are all over the place, and you have to wonder what's going to happen with Bitcoin. Well, we might have a little bit of a hint right here. China is pumping in record amounts of liquidity into the system. Developments to keep a close eye on for global markets. You can see a massive liquidity injection, bigger than anything they've done in recent history. And as a matter of fact, if we take a look, even though the US is still practicing quantitative tightening, with this new influx of money from China, the slope, or basically the angle of this increase in money, is actually quicker than anything we saw post-COVID. It is a faster rate of money inflowing into the markets. How will this impact Bitcoin? And if you stay tuned till the end, this chart will give you some more information as to exactly what this means for Bitcoin. But right now with Bitcoin, we have reached levels that are of importance. We saw right here $25,000 getting rejected from there. Also back August of last year, getting rejected from $25,000. Right now, $25,000 is very critical levels for Bitcoin for a few reasons. It's coming up to resistance with the EMA ribbon bands for a long time. Now, historically, when we react with this resistance with the ribbon bands, one, it can cause rejection, which it looks like we just had, or when it does break through, finally breaking through these bands, that does indicate the parabolic run-up. So maybe this is just the first rejection, and then we'll find support on top of this downtrend that was resistance, now turns support, and then it'll go again, try and break through those ribbon bands. But also, there's a lot of other resistance at those levels. There's a 200-day moving average at $25,000. There's also the 1.618 fib line at $25,000. There's also previous resistance at $25,000. So there's a lot of levels at $25,000 that are difficult for Bitcoin to break through. Now come back to what we were just talking about a little while ago with the Bank of China, the Bank of Japan pumping in money. Look at how quickly global liquidity is rising. Very, very steep. Similar to stuff that we saw right here previous to Bitcoin's halving there. Similar right here prior to Bitcoin's halving right here. So we are seeing very steep increases in liquidity. Now, there was a period of global quantitative tightening. You can see in these gray shaded areas where global liquidity decreased. And what happened? Bitcoin price went down similarly with that. So now that we have new money in the market, will that flow into Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies? I would think yes, with the exception of this one thing right here. It looks like personal savings has collapsed post-COVID-19. You can see with COVID-19 injection of money, everybody getting free money, and personal savings skyrocketed. Now that has plummeted with inflation, with people having to spend money that they saved, with them putting it into Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, and then the whole market collapsing, losing a lot of money with Celsius, 3AC, different things like that. Well, maybe once the pent-up savings runs out, the consumer will be in trouble, will no longer be able to invest in Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. So we might see something different right here. We might not. But you just have to look at charts to see exactly what Bitcoin is actually doing. And we can see when Bitcoin has gone from these areas of capitulation in green to hope and fear where we are right now in white. Well, every time it has gone from green to white, it has continued going up this blue line into optimism, into belief, and into euphoria. Now, each time, coincidentally, price also continued going up. So we have indications every time that Bitcoin would continue to go up in price and also in greed levels. But not only that, we have this one indicator that's never been wrong over the course of Bitcoin's history. Now, Bitcoin's never been through a recession before, and even though everybody's anticipating the recession, so it may not happen, it still may happen. So who's to know? But this one indicator about to cross right now has crossed every time right before a massive Bitcoin rally. So you have to think, if you believe in Bitcoin long term, now might be the time to double down. But that's not financial advice. So that's all for today's episode. If you did enjoy it, push that like button. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.